I'm off.
What?
I'm off.
But I thought...
Collier's Wood.
You were meant to...
Football boots.
But what about...
About...
You were meant to clear out your room.
My room for what?
For Uncle Chris.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming tomorrow evening. You always do this. It's like when you promised to repaint the new baby's room and I went into labour before you even started.
Why is it always me that has to give out my room? Why can't it just be one of the others?
Come on, Hughes. We've been through this before. You're the only one with a room of your own.
But I need my boots. They got a special deal for Easter.
They'll still be expensive.
I've got my birthday money.
Birthday money? Who from?
Uncle Chris.
All the more reason to clear out your room.
Oh, Mum.
So when will you be back?
Back?
Back home. Here, where you live.
A couple of hours.
So, 5 o'clock. I'd still rather you cleared out your room. You can get your football boots tomorrow. Bye then!
I'm gonna be a star one day. Mama knows I'm gonna be a star one day. You see me on some bigger man things. They be like, T, can you bring a man in? I be like, no. They ask why. When I was low, you didn't wanna bring a man in. Now I step.
What?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Come along.
What?
Come on off the bus.
What have I done?
You'll see.
This is Tooting Broadway and I'm going Collier's Wood.
You were going to Collier's Wood.
To get football boots.
I'll have to wait.
With my birthday money.
Right, mate. What's your name?
Hughes Cousins Chang. Is this a stop and search?
No, it isn't.
Because my cousin told me you had to have a reasonable suspicion to do a stop and search.
I've got a reasonable suspicion.
What?
But this isn't a stop and search.
What is it then? What have I done?
Right, you match the description of a lad we've had a report of. Robbery of a mobile phone.
Well, it wasn't me.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
But-
Come on, I'm taking you to Battersea.
Battersea. Battersea the dog's home.
Oh, you think you're so smart, don't you? No, to the station.
I've never been in trouble.
Well, you are now. You're under arrest. How old are you?
16. No, 17. Last month. That's why I got the money for my football boots.
Come on, in the car.
You've got my fingerprints and my DNA, but why'd you have to strip search me too?
Do you want to call a solicitor?
No, I don't. I ain't done nothing wrong.
Okay, calm down.
I want to call my mum.
Or you can't.
Just think I'm gonna clean my room. Why can't I call my mum?
Because you're 17.
But she'll be worried about me.
Now, if you were still 16, you would have been able to call her.
But I told her I'll be home by 5.
Yeah, well.
I have my rights.
Which rights would they be?
I only went to buy some football boots.
Where is he?
Where's who?
Hughes.
Who's Hughes?
My son Hughes. They said he'd been arrested.
Who said?
The police, when they searched the house. I've been worried sick. He said he'd be back by 5 and he's been gone for hours and I never heard a word. I thought he was late on purpose. I wanted him to clear out his room for his Uncle Chris.
Hughes? What's his first name?
Hughes is his first name. Hughes Cousins Chang. I sent a text saying, "Where are you?" and he still didn't turn up and he didn't reply. Generally, he would reply. 4 hours just to go to Collier's Wood to get a new pair of football boots. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, him.
So he is here. But why? He knows right from wrong. He's never been in trouble. It's not in his mentality.
And you are?
His mother.
Name?
Carleen Chang. Is he here? Can I see him now?
Yes and no.
Meaning?
Yes, he is here, and no, you can't see him.
And you didn't think to tell me he was here? In the police station? Or what he's supposed to have done?
He's an adult, so we don't need to inform you.
And why can't I see him?
Because he's 17.
I know that. I'm his mother.
So technically, he's an adult.
He's not an adult. He's just 17. It was his birthday only a month ago.
He makes no odds. Now, if we charged him, you could see him.
So you haven't charged him?
No, just arrested him.
And I can't see him?
No.
Because you've only arrested him. But if you charged him...
He'd be treated as a child.
But he is a child!
And you could see him.
Has he seen a solicitor?
No.
Why not?
He said he didn't want one.
And did you explain to him how important it is to have a solicitor, or that he has the right to have one?
Not in so many words.
Well, I'm requesting one.
Requesting what?
A solicitor for Hughes.
You can't. He's 17.
But I'm his mum!
It's not fair. I ain't done nothing wrong. I don't even know what's going on. It feels like I just call my mum. It must be hours now. When are they gonna let me out? Mum must be worried sick. Why do they think it's me that done the robbery? I already got a mobile phone of my own. Not that I've got mine now. They're taking my shoelaces and my belt too. I can hardly keep my jeans up. Why did they arrest me? How did I manage to fit the description?
Thank you. This case has forced the government to revisit the way older teenagers in custody are dealt with. When Hughes was arrested a year ago, he was kept in a police cell for 12 hours and not allowed to contact his mum. Now, through Hughes's courage and determination in taking this judicial review, he has changed the law, and that will benefit the 75,000 17-year-olds kept in custody each year. Hughes, would you like to say a few words now?
I'd like to thank my lawyer, Shawnee Lamb, and my mum, and my uncle Chris, who helped bring this case.
It's not the Oscars, you know.
I've never been arrested before. I didn't know whether the police were acting lawfully or unlawfully. I didn't even know my rights and what I was entitled to. You don't know whether or not you're being mistreated.
In the High Court behind us, the judge, Lord Justice Moses, told us that the current policy is incompatible with human rights law, and that means that the Home Secretary will have to change the law.
The judge said I would have changed the law for all 17-year-olds, so they'll be treated as kids, how they should be. They'll have an appropriate adult with them, like their mum, their dad, or social worker, just to support them, to calm them down, and reassure them. That's what I needed when I was arrested. I was confused, I was worried, I was anxious about what was going to happen, and there was no one there to support me.
I'm very proud of my son.
We're all very proud of him.
I mean, how can they arrest them as an adult and then try them as a child? If my son had been charged, although they never did charge him, they just kept him in a cell until 4 a.m. and then they let him go and never charged him with a crime. But if they had charged him, he would have been tried in a juvenile court. It's only in police custody that a 17-year-old is treated as an adult. It's such an anomaly.
Yes, and we're so pleased that the judge recognised that anomaly. He said that the right to family life of both child and parent are engaged under Article 8 of the Human Rights Act.
My family felt that we had to challenge the status quo to make sure that no other parents and children went through our experience. I saw my son broken, and I never want another parent to see that. I felt like I had failed him as a parent. He was so deflated when they let him out.
Exactly. He was vulnerable, and that's why the judge said that a child in custody on suspicion of committing a serious offence needs help from someone with whom he is familiar and whom he trusts in redressing the imbalance between child and authority.
He's right. I just need the adult I trusted to help me and advise me.
Hughes has got 4 younger siblings, so this means that my children now will have the support of an appropriate adult if they got into trouble. And it's not just them. There's nieces and nephews, and my friends' children.
This judgment makes me proud. Proud of Hughes for standing up and saying, I'm prepared to take this to court because I think it's not fair.
I didn't even know what human rights were. It's hard to believe I changed the law and all because of Human Rights Act.
My son, my Hughes, has changed the lives of all 17-year-olds in custody. It's the greatest thing, really. I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud of him.
Oh, Mum, I'm not a kid.